Hello and thanks for joining me. Well, if you reach this channel, you're probably thinking about buying an XP ORX. This may even be your first metal detector. So I'm going to run you through some of the exciting features the XP ORX has to offer. Now I'm going to start by saying the ORX is a true all-round machine. It can be used by anyone, from complete beginners, novices to expert. You can see some of the XP ORX success stories over at the XP Facebook page or the XP ORX UK users Facebook page. There's some great finds over there. The ORX isn't the cheapest machine on the market, but I need to warn you about buying cheap when it comes to metal detectors. Many cheap machines are made to a price rather than a standard. And XP have some very high standards. You have to remember that a metal detector is a sensitive piece of electrical equipment. They can't just be thrown together. They need to be precisely assembled and then fine-tuned to get the maximum performance. I'd just like to point out a couple of key features with an XP product. 5-year warranty, 2 years on the batteries. The XP Deus and the XP ORX are completely wireless and they weigh just under 900 grams. So what more do I need to say really? When you open the box, the first thing you're going to be presented with is this big white thing here, and it's called an instruction manual. Not many people read this. Read this manual because you're very fortunate to have a comprehensive manual, because a lot of metal detectors just have a quick start guide and that doesn't really give you the information you need. Now there's a couple of things I'd like to point out with this manual and how important it is to read it. Mainly the coil construction. Now we've got a comprehensive video on constructing the coil. I'll put the links below, but you need to take time constructing the coil, putting the battery in correctly and the spacers. Apart from that, everything's pretty much straightforward, but these are a couple of important parts to remember when constructing your metal detector for the first time. Now you'll see here I've got a separate box. Now these are the WS Audio headphones. These don't necessarily come with the kit, they're ordered separately. So if you're buying an ORX, just make sure you order the WS Audio headphones as well. A question very often asked is the Deus more powerful than the ORX? No, they've got about the same power, to be honest with you. The same sort of performance. The only difference is that the XP Deus has a lot more features. The XP X35 and HF coils are completely interchangeable between the XP Deus and the XP ORX. When you buy your machine, you'll have a choice of coils. You've got the elliptical coil, the round HF coil, or the black X35 coils. I'll post a video below explaining the differences between the search coils. So what have we got in this box? We've got, as I said, the manual. Then we've got the accessory pack, which consists of spacers, coil bolts, charging clip and charging cable. We have the RC, which is the controller. We have the stem, which is a completely collapsible stem, really lightweight. When assembling the coil, one little top tip is to take the lower stem out. This is if you've got an HF coil, and you'll find your battery nestling in the top of the lower stem. And then we have the search coil. In this instance, it's the high frequency 9-inch round coil. Before you assemble the machine, I think it's a good idea to remove this blanking plate. Now, it's a little bit tight on the stem, so you have to use an upward motion with your thumb and just push it up, and the blanking plate comes out ready to accept your ORX controller. To make this video a little bit shorter, I'm going to assemble the machine, so I'll see you in a minute. So that's the XP ORX all built up. The first thing I suggest you do is put the machine on charge for 2 or 3 hours just to give it a full charge. And on a full charge, you'll get probably a day and a half's detecting out of it. Let's have a quick talk about the XP accessories. For a start, you've got the XP MI6 and MI4 pinpointers. Now the MI6 connects wirelessly to the ORX controller, and you can hear the pinpointer through your headphones. Nobody else can hear it. The MI4 is similar in build quality and performance, although it doesn't have the wireless connectivity. And you've also got a PP clip that holds the MI4, MI6 onto the stem so you can quickly access it. We've got a wide range of accessories for the ORX. I suggest you go onto the XP website and have a look at all the accessories available. The ORX is really a dual purpose machine. It's a gold hunting machine or it's a coin and relic machine. Let's have a look at the menus and features, specifically the coin and relic side. So let's have a little talk about the ORX menus and features, and I'm sure you'll agree how simple this machine is to operate. It's got 4 factory default programs and it's got 2 user programs, so if you make any adjustments you can save them into an empty user slot, 5 or 6. So factory preset program number 1 is your gold program. Press the hashtag button to move to program number 2, fine gold. That's another gold program with some slight adjustments. Now we're getting to the inland programs now, what you're going to be using for coin searching and relic hunting. So press it again, program number 3, coin fast. Now this is a fast reacting program and it's ideal for searching in amongst iron, such as ancient sites, rubbish pits, things like that. So if you've got lots of targets close together and you want to separate the targets, coin fast is your best option. Press it again, let's go on to coin deep. Now coin deep is exactly what it says. It is a deep, powerful program. Not really suited if your sites have got a lot of iron, but if you've got clean pasture sites, this machine will go really deep on artifacts and coins. Press it again and we're back to the gold program. For this instance I'm going to coin fast and I'm going to let you see the menu. Press the middle button for the menu, discrimination 7. That is how much iron rejection you want the machine to apply. This next one is sensitivity. That kind of adjusts the power of the machine. Frequency. Now you can adjust the frequency to a different range. For example, lower frequencies are better on bigger targets, higher frequencies are better on smaller targets. That's just a rough explanation. This coil I'm using here is the HF round coil and the frequencies go 14, 30, 50, and you've got increments in between. The elliptical goes up to 80, the black coils, the X35 coils go all the way down to 4 kilohertz. There's a video on coil choices and I'll post the links below. Let's go down one more. Iron volume on. Do you want to hear a low tone for the iron or not? Simple as that, on or off. I prefer on. And now we're on the reactivity. How fast do you want the machine to operate? A faster reactivity is better amongst iron. A slower reactivity is slightly deeper and better for cleaner ground. And we're back to discrimination number 7. So that's your basic menu. Let's go into the left hand menu, the configuration menu. Start off with the configuration, press select. There we've got speaker, yes or no, backlight. You can adjust the backlight intensity, contrast, that's the screen contrast. Go terrain app, well that's still in its development stages, and once that's done, your ORX will talk directly to your smartphone and plot your finds. Update, if there's any updates to advance your ORX, this is the feature you use. Plug it into your computer and update to the latest software. Language, you can change your languages. You've got lots of languages within the menu. Press of a button, select your language. And there you go, speaker yes or no. Let's go back, go down to programs. This is how you save your factory preset program to your own custom program. You've got two choices there. Coils, your additional coils are identified by their individual serial number. So you put the serial number under this menu so the machine sees it. Headsets, you can pair the headset using this feature if it isn't paired already. Pinpointer, you can pair your MI6 using its feature, and once it's paired, the MI6 has got its own individual menu. And that's it, we're back to configuration. In the middle at the bottom, you've got a button there, which is your pinpoint button. Press and hold it and you'll get a pinpoint screen come up, and as you get closer to the target, the square greys out, so you can pinpoint your exact target every time. And finally, top right, hashtag button, press and hold it and you'll see the salt feature enabled, and this allows you to search wet sand with your ORX. So press and hold it again to get your normal ground balance up, and I'm sure you'll agree that menu is so simple, it's child's play. Before I finish this video, why don't we pass some targets over the ORX so you can hear what it sounds like and you can get an idea of what target ID numbers certain coins come up at. The ORX uses a 3-tone audio, high, middle or low. The low tone is designated for the iron. Let me demonstrate. I've got a few targets here ranging in conductivity. I've got a big silver sixpence, a small Roman siliqua, which is silver, a gold coin, a reasonably sized hammered coin, a smaller hammer coin, and an iron nail. I'll just let you hear what the ORX sounds like on these different targets. One will give a high tone, the rest will give a mid tone, and the iron will give a low tone. And also you can see on this side of the screen the target ID numbers. So here we go, the silver sixpence. That's a lovely high tone. The silver Roman siliqua. That's the mid tone. Now the gold coin. Another mid tone. The hammered coin. A mid tone. The small hammered coin. And now the iron nail. So there's no mistaking the iron with the ORX, and there's also no mistaking the good targets. And this is the difference between a decent machine and a cheap machine. The ORX is going to have no trouble finding all your ancient coins and artifacts, which in turn is going to keep you interested in the hobby. If you buy a cheaper machine and you don't find anything, you're going to lose interest very, very quickly. Well, that's it guys. Thank you for watching. I hope that's given you a little bit of an insight into the XP ORX metal detector, and hopefully I'll see you in the field soon.